Smears on Rudy Giuliani as the Trump personal lawyer, Rudy, embarrasses the Bidens and the mainstream media. His adult daughter, though, is out of control, a Trump-hating nutcase, obviously. This is the end of Hour 2. It's Friday, October 16th, 2020. I am James Hake with Hake News, not fake news. Jesse Lee Peterson will be right back. Stay tuned for Hour 3, 7:55 a.m. here in Los Angeles. I don't believe we have a Fallen State episode today. I don't believe we have JLP Plays today. But we will have, of course, Church with Jesse Lee Peterson, as we do every Sunday, 11 a.m. here at Bond in Los Angeles. You can tune in. Make sure you're subscribed to Bond Rebuilding the Man YouTube channel and Bond Rebuilding the Man Fallen State page. Like it and follow. The attack on Rudy Giuliani and Trump. Drudge reports, along with the Washington Post via Seattle Times. The White House was warned that Giuliani was a target of Russian intelligence operation to feed so-called Russian misinformation to President Trump. Never mind the mainstream media are misinfo kings, right? But they, of course, claim anonymous sources, supposedly 4 former officials familiar with the matter. Ooh. And it wasn't even that serious, what the Washington Post is claiming. From their own dumb article, the message was, quote, "Do what you want to do. But your friend Rudy has been worked by the Russian assets in Ukraine," this anonymous person said to Washington Post about what they said to Trump. Officials wanted to protect the president from coming out and saying something stupid. Mama, right? Particularly since he was facing impeachment at that time, the bogus impeachment, December 2019, over his alleged efforts to strong-arm Ukraine's president into investigating the Bidens. However, Hr2, who is an operative, reportedly friends with Don Jr. Scaramucci Bannon, addressing the Washington Post's national security correspondent, Greg Miller, Hr2 tweeted, "The chances that Washington Post has 4 sources that have access to this supposed intel, which would be highly compartmented," whatever that means, "and that they found all 4 at the exact time that Rudy is in the news, is exactly 0. The anon intel sources are laughing at how they played you." That's what he's telling the Washington Post and anybody who's dumb enough to believe the Washington Post is unbiased and objective news. Rudy supposedly changes his story on Hunter Biden's laptop. Then again, this is coming from Mediaite, shared by Drudge, which Mediaite has some of the most ridiculously silly excuses for reporters that you can find. The New York Post report, here's the change in this story, supposedly. The New York Post report that was censored by Twitter and Facebook about Hunter Biden, trying to make deals, stated that the computer repair shop owner could not positively identify Hunter Biden as the one who dropped off Hunter Biden's purported laptop, but said that the laptop had a Beau Biden Foundation sticker on it. That's Hunter's brother who died. But Rudy made it juicier. He claimed on a radio show, SiriusXM's Fox News-approved David Webb's show, that Hunter was in a heavily inebriated state when he dropped it off with the merchant. So the merchant says, "I didn't know who dropped it off." Rudy says it was a drunk, inebriated Hunter. Rudy's daughter is voting for Biden. Not a big surprise. Rudy's kind of liberal and has had some divorces, I believe, right? Of course, his daughter would go astray. Caroline Rose Giuliani, a 31-year-old Harvard-indoctrinated, was a theater student, reportedly. She/her profile on Twitter, whose pinned tweet states that she's bisexual, and who appeared on the far-left MSNBC lesbian extremist Rachel Maddow's show, accusing conservatives of a mob mentality, which is rich. Drudge reports that Caroline Rose Giuliani wrote a piece in the disgusting and far-left Vanity Fair headlined, "Rudy Giuliani is my father. Please, everyone, vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I may not be able to change my father's mind, but together we can vote this toxic administration out of office." What a sick and immature woman. New York Post reports in 2010 that she was 20 over 10 years ago when she was busted for shoplifting at a Sephora, and her husband fought crime. She committed crimes. I'm James Hake. Now on to Jesse, Hour 3.